with HIV, would we still call that love in itself? Does him saying that, oh, he was angry, he was fueled by anger at the possibility of the wife cheating, does that justify this action of his? What would you say is the way forward for this man? I mean, you listening right now, I know that in this part of the world, we like to say, oh, God forbid, God forbid. But if you found out that your husband or your wife deliberately put you in harm's way, maybe sexually transmit disease, tamper with your meal or your drink, could you ever forgive them, even if you were never harmed in the first place? What are your thoughts? I'd like to hear from you as well. I'm hoping I'm live on Facebook, Splash FM 105.5 Ibadan. Of course, my name is Ibukunoluwa Olagunju, but you can call me Oma Joa. Let's get to the issue. The issue that we're checking out this today, the man is saying that ever since he found out that he is HIV positive 2 years ago, he has tried his best to protect his wife of 16 years and 4 kids from getting infected by him. He no longer womanizes, he takes his medications regularly and uses protection when needed, all without the wife knowing that he is HIV positive. However, last month, he said that he started suspecting that his wife was cheating on him, and that was because the wife became really guarded with her phone, finds a way to step out to take calls, and when he told his best friend about this, the best friend said he would help him look into it. And a few days after that, the best friend came with pictures of his wife on a date with a young guy, then pictures of them hugging at hotel lobbies. One night, he said he became so angry and he stopped taking his HIV medications, and they have since had unprotected sex several times because he wanted the wife to feel the pain that he thought that the wife had caused him. He's saying that his birthday was a few days ago and the wife had planned a all premium surprise birthday party for him. The younger man was actually the event planner. He's saying that his best friend had shown him the picture before the wife brought the best friend in on the plans for the surprise party. And the best friend was forced to tell the wife as at then about the pictures, but the wife begged the best friend not to ruin the surprise by playing along. They casually explained everything and laughed about how close the husband was to knowing about the surprise. He said he felt so bad and had been restless since then. He doesn't know whether he has infected his wife with HIV or not, and is questioning, should he ask the wife to get tested without telling her why? Should he confess? Will the wife ever forgive him? He's saying that he loves his wife and his kids. He feels so ashamed and he doesn't know what to do. We should please advise him. And that's the issue that we're checking out this evening. What are your thoughts about the issue? Tẹ́yìn bá ṣe ń darapọ̀ mọ́ wa lórí ètò lẹ́ni Family Matters lẹ́ ń gbọ́, a máa ń yọ̀rọ̀ tó jẹ mọ́ ìdílé wò lórí ètò. Ọ̀rọ̀ tá fẹ́ yẹ̀wò lẹ́ni, torí tẹ́ bá fẹ́ lo èdè tiwantiwa láti dá sí ètò nírọ̀lẹ́ yìí, arákùnrin yìí ó ní pé òun ní àrùn kògbóògùn, òun dẹ̀ mọ̀ nípa láti bí ọdún 2 sẹ́yìn. Ó ní látìgbà tó ń ti mọ̀ ló ń ti ń lo oògùn tó fún onílé ìwòsàn, òun ṣáà máa ń lò déédéé láti rí i pé òun ò kó ran ìyàwó òun tó ń ti fẹ́ láti bí ọdún 16 àtọmọ 4 tọ́lọ́ fi jìnkí àwọn. Ó lóun ò tiẹ̀ kí n kóbìnrin mọ́ látìgbà tó ń ti ní àrùn yìí. Ó lóun dẹ̀ máa ń lo oògùn déédéé àti pé bóun dẹ̀ ṣe máa ń lò tó òun ò tí sọ fún ìyàwó nípa àìsàn yìí. Ó ní bí oṣù kan sẹ́yìn ló ń bá bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní fura pé ó dà pé ìyàwó òun ti ń fọ̀bẹ ẹ̀yìn jẹun níṣu o, torí ó ṣáà máa fọwọ́ bo fóònù, á jáde, á lọ máa gbé ìpè. Ó ní lòun bá sọ fọ́rẹ̀ tímọ́tímọ́, lọ́rẹ́ òun bá sọ fún òun pé òun máa bá a fojú sùnùkùn wò. Ó ní bí ọjọ́ mélòó kan lẹ́yìn ìgbà yẹn ni ọ̀rẹ́ òun bá dé pẹ̀lú àwọn àwòrán. Òun ṣáà rí obìnrin pẹ̀lú ọkùnrin kan ní ibi tó ti jọ ń jẹun. Ó ní ó tún fi míì hàn, wọ́n wà ní ilé ìtura. Ó ní alẹ́ ọjọ́ kan nínú bá bí òun, lòun ò bá lóògùn mọ́. Òun ṣáà ń pàdé ìyàwó nínú yẹ̀wù láì lo ìdáàbòbò àti láì lo oògùn. Ó ní ọjọ́ ìbí òun jẹ́ ọjọ́ mélòó kan sẹ́yìn. Ó ní àṣé ìyàwó òun ṣètò surprise fóun ni. Arákùnrin tí ó wà nínú àwòrán tí ọ̀rẹ́ òun fún un lọ́jọ́ kìíní àná, ó ní àṣé òun ló ń bá wọn ṣètò bó ṣe máa ṣe surprise yẹn. Ó ní yẹn ṣáà ya òun lẹ́nu. Ó ní ọ̀rẹ́ òun àti ìyàwó wọn ṣáà ṣàlàyé bákan. Ó ní yẹn wá ya òun lẹ́nu pé ó ló dẹ̀ jẹ́ kí ó kọ́ òun lómi inú pé báwo ló ń ṣe ọ̀run tó fi dà báyìí ó ní kẹ́ máa wò ó ó ní bó ti jẹ́ pé òun ò lògùn ọmọ ó lóun ò mọ̀ bóyá òun ti kóran ìyàwó òun àbí òun ò tí ì kóran ó ní ṣé kóun sọ fún ìyàwó ẹ̀ pé kí ó lọ ṣe àyẹ̀wò ni láì sọ fún ìdí tóun ti sọ pé kó ṣe àyẹ̀wò ó ní ṣé kóun jẹ́wọ́ fún ó ní tóun bá jẹ́wọ́ fún ṣé yóò tiẹ̀ dáríjì òun ó ní kẹ́ máa wò ó lóun nífẹ̀ẹ́ ìyàwó òun nífẹ̀ẹ́ àwọn ọmọ òun ojú gbà òun tì àmọ́ òun mọ̀ bóun ṣe fẹ́ ṣòro tó wà nílẹ̀ yìí kábò ìyẹ̀wò nírọ̀lẹ́ yìí and that's the issue for the day. What are your thoughts? 0706 949 3000 0706 949 3000 or you call 0809 155 1055 0809 155 1055. I'm also live on Facebook, Splash FM 105.5 Ibadan. You can join the conversation right there. Would you say that there is anything in all of this that possibly justify the actions in itself? And I know that some of the fundamental questions that this man, has is, should he ask the wife to get tested without telling her why? How will he even be able to do that? Would you say that he should confess? Will the wife ever be able to forgive him whether or not she has been infected? He's saying that he loves his wife and his children. Would you say that that is love in itself? I mean, this particular issue, just like the ones that we check on the show, is certainly layered. What are your thoughts this evening? The first part of the issue where he said that he no longer womanizes. I mean, for me, that part actually stood out because I was thinking about how he himself got infected in the first place. How did he get infected with HIV in the first place? And the admission, I mean, that part for me stands out as possible admission of him getting infected because he was unfaithful. He was reckless in itself. There's a possibility of that based on where he said that he no longer womanizes. And this would have me thinking about one of the arguments that people will push for, arguments that a husband can love and respect their wives and still cheat would have. They will say, oh, as long as it does not, bring harm to her in the process of him doing whatever it is that he's doing, it's all good. And that will lead me to the question, does him getting infected with HIV and the possibility of him infecting the wife in the dynamic that we're checking out this evening make this infidelity worse in any way? Or does he just make it simple infidelity? Does it take it to another level entirely? And I'm trying to build that off of how some people will tell you infidelity is infidelity, cheating is cheating. And some people will argue and tell you that there are levels to infidelity, there are levels to cheating in itself. Like I said, this is certainly layered. What are your thoughts as we continue to dissect this issue layers after layers this evening? 0706 949 3000 0706 949 3000 or you call 0809 155 1055. Ezekiel Willizi says, you messed up big time. I have learned over time to be patient before regretting my actions. You need to confess to her and be free. Osadebe Nkechi Adegboyega says, it's better you open up to her. Let her go and get herself tested. I pray it comes out negative. You would have exercised more patience or even asked her questions to know whether she was cheating on you or not. Then Ruth Udofia says, my lady, it's not easy like that too. Negative or positive, the lady will still go. She will end the marriage because of that virus. I mean, there is the angle of there is a possibility of the lady being infected already, and there's also the possibility of the lady not being infected. I don't want to get too deep into the medical aspect of it because I don't want to speak for a doctor, but there is a level that it gets to that the patient in itself gets undetectable, which would mean that the virus itself become untransmittable. There is that angle. But then, let's keep looking at the issue, layers after layers. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
Hello?
Hello, I can hear you.
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Hello, good evening.
Good evening. Is this Korede?
Yes, this is Korede.
Welcome, my brother.
Happy Sunday.
Wish you the same.
Yes, there is a part of me that actually want to judge, crucify, and condemn this man because every action of his points towards condemnation. But like you always say, this is a family affairs. We are just helping one another, and I don't want to be in the sanctimonious person here. Every one of us, we are selfish, we are greedy, we are full of flaws. We are the level at which we are able to control this is what makes the difference. So I will rather try and watch my word here. So, and having said that, I think we should underline and we should actually know now. It's an opinion and it's what I know, that marriage is a triangular relationship. What I mean by this, God is at the top. We at the bottom, the husband and wife, that you can draw the line to make a triangle. If we are not reporting or making our marriage center, we shall always fall into problems. Because when we listen to such things like this, we want to ask questions, why? Where is the love? What is the meaning of this marriage? How? But like I said, I don't want to condemn. This man, a lot of inconsistency, because I want to ask, when the husband, suddenly switched to using protection, why didn't this woman ask some questions? Because I'm sure when he said 2 years, he discovered that he's infected and started protecting himself, trying to...
Korede,
Yes.
When it gets to that, that's why I said I don't want to dive too much into the medical aspect. There are some medications that if you use them for a period of time, you cannot even be detected with a test. That would mean that you cannot even transmit it to your partner as well.
Definitely, yes. Okay, let's assume that he got to that level, that he couldn't actually transmit it. But like we've been saying, yes, I always say also, that if you can't review yourself, if you are not completely free in the midst or in the presence of your partner, relationship hasn't started at all. Because I believe your partner is somebody that should know all about you. Yes, even if you have some things that you pen that you don't want to say, it's not about like deadly secret. This is a deadly secret that this man ought to have let his wife know. In as much as there's a solution where you can take your what's it called?
The medications.
Your medication that can actually suppress this. This is a journey that ought to have been traveled by both of them if he truly lost his wife. But unfortunately, it got to this point, and as selfish and as wicked as he is, just a suspect of infidelity, you have to go to a point of, let me invest her. Well, like I said, if we want to begin to talk about this man, let's talk about solution. I think now is the time for him to carry his cross. In the first place, let's do it in a subtle way. You can cajole your wife that, okay, I think it's good. We have to know her HIV status. It's free. You can cajole her, take her to the hospital. You can do your own too, and beg the doctor to keep it secret for her. If you are lucky, because if you are lucky, maybe the load hasn't, actually grown to a point which she's infected, you thank God. But she has to know that you are positive. She has to know, and you have to do everything. Yeah, forgiveness, I don't know the level of our faith, I don't know the level of, the strength or grace he has.
Korede, before you go, I actually have a question for you because you are a man. One of the most rampant statements that you hear in this part of the world is a man can love his wife and still cheat. Do you believe in that?
Patriarchal society that we find ourselves believe that a man has some have the idiosyncrasy that, okay, a man is polygamous by nature, unfortunately, which I don't subscribe to. Well, some men, they have their own reasons, different reasons. Some will say they are keeping their wife, this and that. Some, because of the helplessness of the wife, they say, I'm the husband, I mean marry him now. Mm-hmm. So I can do whatever I like. Mm-hmm. In as much as I'm making her happy, in as much as I'm meeting her needs and the needs of her children and stuff like that. But the ideal situation is that cheating is cheating, just like you said. Mm-hmm. Infidelity is infidelity. Trustworthiness, faithfulness is part of the values that must be in a marriage. And once you lose it, you lose it. It's a weakness that anybody that is doing it has to know. Okay. Because it will get to a point that if it doesn't break you, it will break the marriage and destroy it, just like what is happening now. So let her know, begin the journey of healing. If you keep it, it's going to be more the sore, the bruise, the wounds, and will continue to degenerate. All right. So we just have to confess and start the healing together.
I got that. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Korede.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'm so sure that you heard that as well. What are your thoughts? 0706-949-3000 or you call 0809-155-1055. When Korede was speaking and he was saying one of the ways that you can get her to do the test is to go together and maybe find a way to convince the doctor to make his own results secret. I was trying to imagine how he's going to carry that out in the age that we're in, that the tests can come out within a few minutes of them being there. But then what are your thoughts about the issue? And talking about where the foundation of the dilemma in itself is. When he found out that he was HIV positive, what would we say as a responsible man who loves his wife, who loves his kids, like he's claiming? What would we say he should have done in itself? What did he owe himself, his family that he claimed to love? Was all that is expected of him was just to protect himself from being from sexually infecting his wife and him taking his medications? Don't let us forget that they have kids. And as much as he was going on and talking about how he was taking his medications, he uses protection once in a while, basically emphasizing not sexually transmitting the disease to his wife. This is somebody that they use the same cutlery in the house. You know how some couples are even funny? Maybe they even use the same toothbrush, or maybe the wife uses this toothbrush when he's not around. They have kids in the house that they have sharp objects laying around. I'm just talking about how it wasn't just exposing the wife in itself to the virus that is being talked about. It was exposing 4 children to it as well. Couldn't the kids have possibly been exposed to the said virus in itself? And this not telling the wife for 2 years, possibly infecting the wife out of anger, does it not talk about endangering the family that he said he cares about in itself? Let's go on this commercial break. And when we come back, I'll take more calls, and of course the conversation continues.
Splash FM 105.5.
In the West Midlands Communications calendar, the month of July stands out tall as a special month. It reminds us of how far your integrity station, Splash 105.5 FM, has come. We also roll out the drums for the birthday celebration of our founder and proprietor, Oba Adebayo Akonde, on his birthday. God and you, our esteemed friends and family by our side. Splash FM is 19. 19 years of impactful trailblazing presence in the media landscape of Oyo State and the 87th birthday celebration of the Ekeri Olubadorf of the land, Oba Murtala Adebayo Akonde, FFR. For these twin celebrations, join us on Tuesday, 21st of July, 2026 for our annual lecture at the Trenchard Hall, University of Ibadan. Lecture topic, Rising Insecurity in the Land, What the Stakeholders Must Do Now. This lecturer, a former police chief and criminologist. Just watch out. Chairman of the day, Mr. Biodun Ladepo, former military intelligence officer and diplomat, U.S. Army. Tuesday, 21st July 2026 at Trenchard Hall, University of Ibadan, 11 a.m. as the time. Attendance is free. Splash FM at 19. It's time to celebrate.
Charlatan Quality Anti-Malaria contains Artemether and Lumefantrine, available in cherry-flavored dispersible tablets with very convenient dosing for kids. Charlatan is also available in tablets for adults. Knock out malaria in 3 days with Charlatan from Shalina Healthcare. If symptoms persist after 3 days, consult your doctor. Charlatan is endorsed by the Nigerian Medical Association.
2 years ago, the biggest radio raffle hit we always This been turning to weeks, weeks turning to months. Just like yesterday when you start cashier, don't they put the money inside the hands of people wey bold, wey get the courage, wey get the mind to dare. This month of July, cashier, they celebrate 2 years of a better payout to lucky winners them. Watch out as we visit the location when near you this week, where you go fit play 3 to get 30 entries. Play 1 for 5 entries, and even serve. You fit to tell your friend or family member, and then go get 1 free entry. We're gonna share over 50 billion naira this is July. Eat like your No way to no slow down. If you want play on top of Splash FM, now star 347, star 1004, star 1 hash. If you want play for Lagelu FM, now star 347, star 1004, star 2 hash. On your website, www.cashier.ng. Remember, say you must be 18 years and above to play this cashier. Cashier, 2 years anniversary. Shoti cashier, noti cashier.
Splash FM Media Academy níbẹ̀ làwọn ènìyàn ti fi igbá bu omi ẹ̀kọ́ ètò ìròyìn sórí àtàǹbá gidigba sókè téńté nínú ìgbóhùnsáfẹ́fẹ́ pẹ̀lú ìkọ́ṣẹ́mọṣẹ́ àti ìwà ọmọlúàbí. Àwọn akẹ́kọ̀ọ́ jáde wa ni wọ́n ti di ogún ìní rere nínú iṣẹ́ ìròyìn káàkiri àgbáláyé.
Ẹ̀yin tèmi báwo ni o ṣe wà? Orúkọ tèmi ni Rótìmí ọmọ Òjó. Mo láyọ̀ láti jẹ́ ọ̀kan lára àwọn tó gba Splash FM Media Academy kọjá. Báwo olùkọ́ wa ṣe ń ṣe fún wa, láwọn náà ṣe fúnra wa.
Orúkọ tèmi ni Sarah Adédòkun. Inú mi dùn láti jẹ́ ọ̀kan lára ọmọ ilé ẹ̀kọ́ Splash FM Media Academy. Níbẹ̀ ni wọ́n sì ti kọ́ mi bí èèyàn ṣe ń di ògbóǹtarìgì agbóhùnsáfẹ́fẹ́.
Babátúndé Àjàyí lórúkọ mi. Mo jẹ́ ọ̀kan lára àwọn akẹ́kọ̀ọ́ Splash FM Media Academy. Níbẹ̀ ni wọ́n ti sọ ẹ̀bùn kékeré mi di ńlá mọ́ mi lọ́wọ́.
Bó ṣe máa jẹ́ nìyẹn, ó dẹ̀ ti ń jẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀. Gbọ́n mi, má jẹ́ kí ẹ̀bùn tí Elédùmarè jìnkí fún ọ kúkú mọ́ nínú. Gbéralẹ̀ máa bọ̀ wá sí Splash FM Media Academy. Níbẹ̀ la ó ti gbẹ́nu yẹ́bẹ́yẹ́bẹ́ tá a sì máa tún ẹ̀rọ dáadáa. Láàárín ọ̀sẹ̀ mẹ́wàá gbáko, wọ́n á kọ́ ẹ bó ṣe lè di ògbóǹtarìgì agbóhùnsáfẹ́fẹ́. Ó yá tètè wá gba fọ́ọ̀mù tiẹ̀ lónìí ní Splash FM Media Academy. Ilé funfun báláú fẹ́lẹ̀lẹ̀ nílùú Ìbàdàn ni wọ́n lẹ̀kọ̀ ẹ̀ sí. Pè wọ́n sórí ẹ̀rọ ìbánisọ̀rọ̀
0807 112 4000 0807 112 4000.
Splash FM Media Academy ti ṣe ìgbélárugẹ fún ìwà ọmọlúàbí nínú iṣẹ́ ìgbóhùnsáfẹ́fẹ́.
Tẹ́ bá ti ń gbọ́ kòkòkò lórí rédíò yín. Ẹ má rò àwọn ọmọ kan wíńdò ní o. Ètò àgò láàjìn ló wọlé dé wẹ́rẹ́. àgò láàjì.
Ayé adùn bí oyin, adùn bí oyin sẹ́. Yorùbá.
Àkọ́tún àràmàdà ètò tá a gbé kalẹ̀ fún yín láàrin ọ̀gànjọ́ láti ṣètanijí fún gbogbo olólùfẹ́ rédíò jákèjádò tí ò fi tàsìkò kankan ṣe nígbà tó jẹ́ pé bí ọ̀sán gẹ́lẹ́ làjì ẹlòmíín rí. àjẹ́ pé kọ́gbọ́n sọ́hún pẹ̀lú atọ́kùn ètò àgò láàjì ìyá àdínní gbogbo splash. Aminat Adétun Badmus Mọ́tfàlà ní gbogbo ọjọ́ ṣẹ́gun Tuesday láago 2 òru. Abala àkọ́kọ́ lórí ètò ni ní fàájì níbi tí ó ti máa jẹ̀gbáládùn onírúurú orin ilẹ̀ wa tó jẹ tí ń gbèsè tó sì tún pe ọkùnrin ni wálé. Abala kejì la pè ní sọ̀rọ̀ sókè níbi tí ó ti máa pè wọlé sórí ètò fẹ̀dùn ọkàn yín hàn tá ó sì máa wá ojútùú sí i pẹ̀lú àmọ̀ràn tó jiná koroko láti ẹnu ẹ̀yin amòye. Abdulhadi nìkan ni ọmọlúwàbí Splash 105.5 FM pẹ̀lú Aminat Adétun Badmus. Káìkàìkàì. Ó máa ṣerégedé.
At West Midlands Open University, we are making education affordable, flexible, and within your reach. Admission is ongoing, and now you can begin your journey with as little as 2,500 naira per course unit. Choose from world-class degree programs such as information systems, computer science, cybersecurity, business administration, finance, public administration, marketing, economics, accounting, human resource management, mass communication, and educational management. Whether you're a fresh secondary school leaver or a direct entry candidate with NDE, NCE, HND, or A-level, WMOU makes it easier. Visit us in Lagos at number 1A Oba Akran Avenue, Ikeja, in Ibadan at White House at Dewumi Street, Felele, or in Abeokuta at DOTS ICT Institute of Technology, 52 Ijemagbadu Road. Apply now at www.westmidlands.edu.ng or call 0704-700-0167. Follow us on social media at WMOU Nigeria. West Midlands Open University. Possibilities beyond imagination.
It's good to know you're there. Thank you so much for staying tuned. You're still listening to Family Matters on Splash 105.5. I am Ibukunoluwa Olagunju, but you can call me Oma Joa. In case you just tuned in, the issue that we're checking out this evening is right on Facebook at Splash FM 105.5 Ibadan. Today we're checking out the issue of this man who is saying that he thinks he may have infected his wife with HIV because he thought she was cheating. Should he confess or hope for the best? He's saying that ever since he found out that he was HIV positive 2 years ago, he has been trying his best to protect his wife of 16 years and their 4 kids from getting infected by him. He no longer womanizes, he takes his medications regularly, and he uses protection when needed, all without the wife knowing that he is HIV positive. However, last month, he said he started suspecting that his wife was cheating on him. She became really guarded with her phone and finds a way to step out to take calls. He said he had to tell his best friend this, and the best friend said he would look into it. Few days after that, the best friend came with pictures of his wife on date with the young guy. Then pictures of them hugging at hotel lobbies. One night, he said he became so angry, he stopped taking his medications, and they have since been having unprotected sex. They've had it several times because he wanted to make the wife feel the pain that he thought she had caused him. He's saying that his birthday was a few days ago and the wife had a whole premium surprise birthday party for him, and the younger man was actually the event planner. His best friend had shown him the pictures before the wife brought him in on the plans for the surprise party, and he was forced to tell her about the pictures, but the wife begged him, that's the best friend now, not to ruin the surprise by playing along. They casually explained everything during the party and laughed about how close the man was to knowing about the surprise. He's saying that he felt so bad and had been restless since then. He doesn't know whether he has infected his wife or not. Should he ask her to get tested without telling her why? Should he confess? Will she ever forgive him? He's saying that he lost his wife and children. He feels so ashamed. He doesn't know what to do. We should please advise him. And that's the issue for the day. 0706 949 3000 or you call 0809 155 1055. And talking about part of where the issue started from, I come to question, why go to the friend with the suspicion of cheating? What will make a husband not be patient enough to maybe watch out, maybe have conversation with his own wife? Could he have possibly been projecting? And when I say could he have possibly been projecting, don't let us forget that I was saying that the part where he said it no longer womanizes for me, point out the possibility of him getting infected through him womanizing in the first place. So him having cheated in the first place. Could it be that he was projecting and the assumptions coming from possible projection leading to this life-changing or possibly life-changing action of his? Because we do not know whether the wife is infected yet, or maybe she's not yet infected. What are your thoughts? And also the friend in itself, a friend that would tell about a possible infidelity from a partner, and then, for a man to tell his best friend about his wife possibly cheating on him, and the next advice that such a friend could give was to monitor the partner and not even do a thorough job. No concrete evidence, no solid proof, just pictures of two adults sitting, eating, hugging at hotel lobby. Would you agree with me that such a friend is one to be wary of? Because I would say that such a friend is one to be wary of. I'm not saying that people that argue that, oh, okay, if I know that my friend is in danger, I will give my friend a heads up. I'm not saying that I argue with those people. But at the same time, were these circumstances, were these instances enough to have made such a major decision of potentially changing the course of the lives of people that he said that he loves in itself? What are your thoughts? Let's take some comment from Facebook. Prince Adela says, this is serious, so you should have threat wisely before you acted out of anger. My opinion is for you to tell all that have unfolded and tell her to get tested. If she forgives you, fine, and if she doesn't, just know that you have already ruined your marriage. Ruth Odofia says 2 years on medication is good effort for you to be you, like undetectable. At this point, I cannot transfer the virus to her, but just take her to the hospital and run the test. But for now, don't tell her anything yet. And as much as I've said it earlier, we're emphasizing the wife possibly being affected and all of that, there is the angle of 4 kids being at stake as well. And he was saying that, oh, he loves his wife, he loves his kids, yet out of anger, he still took this particular step. Hello, good evening. Are you there?
Hello.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening. What's your name and where are you calling from? Are you there? Hello? Okay, please try to call back. I don't think that person was concentrating. 0809-155-1055 or you call 0706-949-3000. What are your thoughts? Let's go back to the comment on Facebook. Liz Bethy says, lack of patience. How sure do you trust your beloved best friend? I know you confide in him, but not in your wife. Confess to her to know the necessary steps to take to safeguard yourself, but you know do well, I must tell you, if not for her, for your children. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening, sir. What's your name and where you calling from?
I'm Maxwell, calling from Challenge.
Welcome, Maxwell.
So, can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you.
Actually, I would say that this man is very, very wicked for making this kind of decision. Because as a man, you have to be bold enough to be able to confront her.
Are you near your radio? Can you move away from your radio, please?
Okay, I can hear you.
Okay.
So, as a man, you can be bold enough to call her and sit her down and discuss that I have this notion that you are cheating on me. With the evidence of the pictures that your friend provided, I'm sure you can be able to convince her, and she will tell you her text. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Not going to an extent of, okay, I'm feeling angry because I'm nervous of losing her, or I'm afraid of losing her, or she's now cheating on me. Then going to an extreme of doing this to her. Actually, to me, the decision is not quite good. Seriously.
All right. I do not even think it was necessarily because he didn't want to lose her, because what he said was he wanted her to feel the pain that he thought she had caused him. So I think it's his ego. I think it's his ego now.
Yes, it's because he didn't actually what do you call? He didn't get to confirm the real fact from her. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he didn't confirm the real fact from her. He was just carried away by the pictures, the evidence from his friend, and that's why he wanted to transfer the pain. That okay, since I'm betraying this, now the fact that he has contacted this HIV probably means that the man was once a womanizer, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because he didn't get the HIV from the wife, right?
No.
He must have gotten it somewhere else. So that shows that he's womanized, and he has that notion that it's kind of nature that I womanize. So if my wife is womanizing, this is what we end up getting at long class. Since we have kids, and so he was just carried out with a lot of thinking on his take, and that decision that he made, I think for me is very wrong.
All right. I got that. Thank you so much, Maxwell.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'm so sure that you hear that as well. What are your thoughts this evening? I mean, can someone genuinely love another person and still intentionally want to harm them, especially in a way that cannot be repaired? Because it's not something that probably he did accidentally or he didn't mean to do. It was premeditated. He stopped his medication. He didn't use protection, and he didn't even stop there. He said his intention was to infect her so that she can feel the pain that he was feeling in itself. What are your thoughts? Hello? Are you there? I can't hear you. Are you there? Okay, I don't know what's going on. 07069493000. Hello, good evening.
Hello.
Good evening.
Yes.
Good evening. What's your name and where are you calling from? Okay, your voice is skipping. I can't really make out your words. Please call 0809 instead, please. 0809 155 1055. I think that might be smoother. 0809 155 1055 instead. Hello, good evening.
Hello?
Good evening.
Yeah, oh my God, this is it.
Welcome, my brother. Happy Sunday.
Yeah, same to you. So, this man has committed sin right from the start. Womanizing, cheating on the wife, and the wife not knowing that he's on medication.
Mm-hmm.
It's a serious crime. It's a crime that is tantamount to divorce. Yes, a breakage of the home. Let's be frank. He's listening to me. Already the marriage would have broken up at that time. But the marriage lingered on because he hid this heinous crime from the wife, an innocent woman. And now, he now committed another one again.
Are you there? Please, I can't hear you anymore. Okay, please try to call back. I couldn't hear him anymore. Please try to call back. 0809 155 1055. I would have loved for him to actually, finish his line of thought because he was building up his point. Hello, good evening.
Hello, Amajua.
Good evening.
hear me?
I can hear you now. Good evening.
Sulaiman from Riole.
Welcome, Sulaiman. Happy Sunday, my brother.
Bro, if you are hearing me, man, you are evil, man. You are evil. There's no escape in this one. I mean, what do you think God to say you wanted that to see what you see? Was it the one who infected you? Why would you have to see what you see if you are the cause of your own problem? Man, this is evil. Evil as I that. You better pray that woman doesn't have that. If she has it, I hope she has the guts to just do the unthinkable. But I don't even understand. He's cutting off the head to listen to the head me. I have gone too far because one thing I've noticed that I've heard about is that some people can naturally do that sex with someone who doesn't have HIV and still were late and still not carrying it. You have cases of some men having the HIV and their wife doesn't have it. When they find out and the man continues to take his drug or the wife continues to take his drug and the partner is okay. So let's just hope that whatever it is that he has transmitted into that woman's body is not HIV right now. But to be honest, you need to check your heart and check yourself well.
But what's the next actions you would say you should take?
So there is a way you can carry out the test on the wife without the wife. You just need to carry the family for just let's go and do it. Between test on the and just do that. Where the test to be carried out. So tell the doctor to help find out if the HIV has been speaking somehow into the woman. Because there's no way to see that woman right now that let's go and do HIV test. That woman will not suspect that you already have the HIV. The reason why wanted that to confirm.
Okay, so however it is that they do the test, are you saying that he shouldn't bother about confessing to her?
Oh, he will. But first of all, you need to be sure that woman wasn't having that test.
Okay.
If the woman doesn't have it, then he cannot lay down. Actually talk that woman, beg that woman for forgiveness. And told her everything. Let her know that you've been carrying it for a long time. From the way he even narrated the story, it looks like he has had the HIV before marrying the woman. Not that he started messing when he married the woman and now has it. No. I think especially he already had that HIV before he married the woman. He married that woman under the pretense that it's okay. So he just needs to convert every goddamn thing to that woman, but not now. So that maybe the ball only. I had the test. Woman is okay. They said the woman what's going on. So that henceforth, the woman will know how to be careful around you.
All right.
And if it's supposed with the drugs and all.
I got that. God bless you too. Thank you so much, Suleiman. So sure that you heard that as well. Suleiman is saying that it should carry out a test, ensure that the wife has not been infected, then find a way to confess to the woman. Hello, good evening.
Hello. Yes, good evening. This is Toyin calling back.
Welcome, Toyin. I can hear you now.
Wow. Thank you. What I will just advise the man. Well, as we can see that he's only operating at the level of being a possessive man when it comes to sharing and giving the love. Because I don't know the reason why a man is already married to a woman and yet he's been a sexual, cheerful giver elsewhere. So, and now that, who knows if the woman had already been, be contacted with the disease, and if she should later find out that the man is the reason for it, some men need to be taught to some lessons. Okay, I cannot say she should probably divorce him anyways, but there is a place for, biblical separation. Separation from afar to knowing that, you see, there are some friends in destiny that you need to train up. It's not that they are trained to that kind of a thing. They are just controlled by those things that they enjoy.
My sister. I know this your stand about separation. So in this case, the separation, is it for them to watch out and see how they can come back, or they separate and they are done?
The separation is probably, the lady is going to take up her faith now that she has children to take care of. Okay, leaving the man, at least, when we are watching you from afar, we want to see those women you still want to go and be contacting, for all those things. And then maybe in the end,
my sister, don't let us model it up, right? Let's break it down. You're saying that they should separate, So is it to watch him and then come back later? If that's the case,
no, they are not coming. It's just to teach the children that marriage is not something you start, okay? And you are to be one-sided about. So the man has come with the woman being one-sided, okay? He does not need to carry the woman need to know about that. So he came home with the disease. So maybe the woman at the time in need of her husband is the reason why she contacted it. So that is unfaithfulness shared in the relationship. So thank God that children are involved. So they can know there is a place for separation. The woman cannot continue because he already stopped her sexual engagement as well. And as we know that even culturally, sex is only meant to be with one man and one woman. So we should leave Bible.
But he said that he no longer womanizes. He said he has stopped.
Either he stopped or he does not stop. It is just like they say, one in his twice shy. So when we say somebody is able to do this, there is a place for somebody to be able to do a thing. That thing is a virtue. So if you are able to do that, you do not want to know how the other side is going to feel when the outcome comes. So you are not the one to hit such a person of such an heart. So the lady has already been contacted and there is nothing she can do about it. Only just for her to further and let's see if the children is going to make her happy in the future. So we should know that this man can never make her happy. If there are other restitution he needs to make, that is it God will help.
Okay. Oh, I lost her call. I mean, this particular sister of mine, I know her stance when it comes to separation. Once she mentions separation, I know she's saying separation not to come back. But then, even the separation to come back in itself, I was just thinking about a man that had a woman at home and was still looking outside. So even separating to say, oh, let's see if we can come back, would that not be giving the room or enabling the infidelity in itself by giving the space? And when we talk about separating to go their separate ways, if this woman is already infected, where is she supposed to start from? There's that question that such people may have. And there's also the angle of the possibility of the children being infected already as well. Hello, good evening.
Thank you, Randall. I know that, he can, there's this pin that he can, probably when the wife is sleeping. I know there's a movie, Face Off. In that movie, a woman, the wife of one of the actors, used that thing, I think he punched on the skin, to extract the sample of the blood. So maybe he can do that while the wife is maybe sleeping and, send her to the doctor to confirm if she's HIV positive or not.
Easy. I don't even think that getting the test done will be so much problem. As far as he has funds, if he has funds for it, he can say you want to do overall test, or what do they call it for the family, where you do the entire test and then HIV will be part of it. You get what I mean?
Sure.
Yeah.
But I doubt if this man will have the courage to confess to the wife. I doubt. I doubt. That's where I want to stop. Because if we all tell him that, if we all tell him to confess eventually, I doubt if you have that courage. He said it. But I wish you all the best.
Thank you so much, my brother. All right, I'm so sure that you heard that as well. What are your thoughts? Moswe Dario on Facebook says, you don't love your wife at all. You are a selfish person who has refused to take responsibility for his actions and now want to ruin other people. I hope you are exposed for a fraud that you are, because what you have done is not just breaking the trust. You have also committed a serious criminal offense. Let me see if you can take this within. You want to round up, my sister?
This is Terry calling back.
Okay, we have just 30 seconds.
Okay, yes. So as to the separation of a thing, it will be very, very disastrous when we just keep managing with someone we so share some bitterness with.
Mm-hmm.
So somebody that is looking for a soft for sweetness, you do not have to mix it up with bitterness. Because if it does not matter how so little that bitterness has to mean or be. If it is not a force, he himself cannot probably control, or maybe he was raped, he was subconscious or something. So that is the only way by which the friendship can stand. I mean, for a while, So, and they will need the hand of some other good people, so they can as well be, encouraging him. The footsteps he will have, the good people he will have to live in his life with the kind of carnival of people he will have to mix with, so that he will not fall into, such a, who knows what the cause of that thing.
I got that. Thank you so much, my sister. All right. I'm so sure that you hear that as well. I have to start packing my bags. I mean, I will say that certainly he has to resume taking his medication for his own sake and also the safety of his family and the people around him. There's no certainty as to whether the woman is infected or not. And if he really loves his family, he has to find a way to get test done, not just for the wife, for the entire family, because there's a possibility of the kids being exposed to the virus already. They all getting tested to know their status so that you can then know what to do. Maybe you have to start taking care of themselves as HIV patient, or maybe they are free. And even if they are free from the virus in itself, that does not excuse him from confessing, being able to take responsibility and acknowledging what he has done. Because if he's saying that he no longer womanizes and he has turned a new leaf, he has to be able to show responsibility for the actions that he has taken, and certainly hope that the family will be magnanimous enough, especially his wife, for the relationship, the marriage to really continue. And it will surprise you that a wife may have even known about his philandering and may have just been looking away. Because I keep saying it on this show, as much as cheating, infidelity is a deal breaker for a lot of people, it's not a deal breaker for everybody. But at the same time, there has to be communication, there has to be transparency, there has to be him taking, being accountable for his actions in itself. The show returns next week Sunday by 5 p.m. Thank you so much for your calls and your contributions. I'm so sure that you heard every single one of them. A big thank you to my producer, Michael Olatunbosun, and to AZ. If you have an issue you would like to bring on the show, you can reach out on WhatsApp only with the number 0811-334-8889. 0811-334-8889. I am Ibukunoluwa Olagunju, but you can call me Oma Joa. I wish you a wonderful Sunday.
Spread your wings on Splash 105.5 FM.
Where else? It's Splash 105.5.
Your station. Here is 105.5.
From the very beginning, we just saw the world differently than everyone else. This was made obvious in all we do.
That didn't sit well with some people.
What's our plan?
Our plan is to keep going up and not just go up, but stay at the very top. We are your favorite radio station, Splash 105.5 FM.
105.5, The Splash.
Quick, charge at 240.
Hot news, cool vibes, sports, and more on the